The woman was horrified to discover that the body being cremated might not be dead. The cremation furnace kept shaking, and there were painful cries coming from inside.
Oh my God, they're alive! Open the door! Open it!
In the next second, the door was forcefully kicked open, and then a burning man jumped out, running out of the door in a panic. But the next scene was even more terrifying. The coffins in all of them were filled with desperate knocking sounds. Soon, the sheriff received an alarm call. However, the situation sounded truly strange. Detective Dana hurried to the cremation site, but unexpectedly, she ran into the burned man on the way. She quickly got out of the car to check, but saw an even more horrifying scene. More than a dozen dead people had crawled out of the graves. They had no signs of decay, and even asked Dana what had happened. They didn't remember that they had died.
Have you seen my mommy? I want my mommy.
It wasn't until a month later that the mayor finally made the decision to lift the lockdown. Apart from not being able to leave the city, the resurrected people could move freely and return to normal life. Because the scene of the zombie siege in the imagination did not occur, the behavior of the resurrected people was no different from before their death. No dangerous factors had been discovered yet. The 47 resurrected people had been registered and listed one by one, and strict rules for the management of the possessed had been established. According to the investigation, the resurrection event occurred on December 18th, and those resurrected people all died within 2 weeks before the resurrection occurred. That means something must have happened 2 weeks ago that caused the deceased to come back to life. But during the month, the police couldn't find any clues. However, on the night of lifting the lockdown, someone found a horse carcass in the woods outside. Detective Dana received an order to go and check. The horse's neck had bite marks, but Dana felt something strange. While she was lost in the inspection, a man quietly appeared behind her.
Lester!
It turned out to be an ordinary resident. He happened to pass by here. At this time, Dana noticed several clear tire marks in the snow. The old man said that they might be the traces left by him when he drove past. Dana followed the tire marks and unexpectedly heard some noises coming from the woods. She hurriedly went to check along the sound. Sure enough, a dead wolf that had stiffened was found, its body pierced by a huge trap. This made sense. It was likely that the wolf had killed the horse and then accidentally got caught in the trap while fleeing. But Dana noticed several human teeth nearby. The scene suddenly became strange. The mangled horse, the stiffened wolf, and the scattered human teeth. She simply couldn't connect these elements into a reasonable story. So the next morning, she hurriedly rushed to the police station to check the list of 47 resurrected people, because she always felt that the strange scene last night might be related to those people. But it was a confidential document. The list was with her father, the sheriff. And now there was a good opportunity to get the list. The researcher of the CDC, IB, was coordinating with her father. Dana pretended to chat while secretly hiding the list behind her. After checking the list, she found a man named Miller who was suspected to be a possessed person and had no trace of his whereabouts. But then she was informed that the horse last night had also been taken by the CDC. In order to continue the investigation, Dana hurriedly went to the CDC. Unexpectedly, Ibu had made an important discovery. He found several human teeth in the flesh of the horse's bitten neck. As soon as Dana heard this, she became excited. She quickly took out the few teeth she had found at the scene and asked Ibu to test them. And the result was exactly as she had expected. These teeth belonged to the same person as what Ibu had discovered. But strangely, the two sets of teeth were exactly the same. That is to say, each position was supposed to have only one tooth, but now there were two identical ones. Even the tooth quality was exactly the same. But human teeth cannot regenerate after adulthood. So how could there be two identical teeth from the same person? Dana was still puzzled when Ibu calmly showed her another discovery. He extracted the skin sample of the resurrected person. Ibu used a knife to make a cut on the sample, and surprisingly, the wound healed quickly in the next second. It turns out that all the traces of the resurrected person before their death would remain, but after resurrection, they gained the ability to heal new wounds on their own.